Alright, what's up YouTube? Team Primetime back with another video. So you guys seem like you really like the blackwing deck profile that I did a few weeks ago. So I wanted to bring you guys another one. But this isn't like a first place deck profile or anything. This is just an updated one I made. I made some changes to the last list. Not a whole lot because I felt like some of the ratios I had in this deck was pretty much perfect to me. I will take this deck to a tournament here soon, maybe next weekend, and I'll give you guys an update on how it did. But these are just my thoughts on the updated list, and just give you guys a little bit of my opinion on why I play certain ratios and certain cards. Real quick, actually got the shirt this time. Shout out to Team Primetime for letting us use their name as our channel. Best gym in Mount Airy. Really good people, really good gym. Let's go and get into the list. So I play, of course, the 3 Sudri, 3 Samoon. These are the starters. You always want to max out on these. And the 3 Vada, the 3 Shamal. I play 3 of all of these because these are just the most important cards in the deck. Even 3 Shamal. Some people play 2 or 1. I don't agree with that because you always, like, when you get these cards, this basically searches this, and then this searches the rest of your engine, which are these cards. And of course you got your extras too. I'll get into that here in a minute. But just having these cards on hand just makes your playability much better. So you always want to open these no matter what. These are always cards you want to see. And then you got your 1-ups, Harmattan, Orochi, Gale, Zephyros. It's all good extenders. I play 2 of the Shargna and then 2 Chinook. So this is a little bit different. I still play the 2 Shargna. Some people play 1. I like having 2 just in case of like open it as an extender to keep playing through certain disruptions. It's really good because you don't have to have a blackwing on board to special summon this. You just have to have a monster with 2,000 or more attack on the field. So it makes it almost a generic level 2 you can special summon. Chinook is good at going second, like breaking boards, because it's basically a walking imperm or Veiler, or in archetype imperm or Veiler. If you open this going first and you make your board, this is just another disruption in your hand, and then like I said, going second, it's just really good because you discard them from your hand or send them to from field to grave, target and negate a monster on the field or your opponent controls, and if it goes through, you can send a blackwing synchro monster from extra deck to grave or a blackwing dragon. So you can send either of these to your graveyard if this resolves, and if you do, if you can get both of these on field to grave, it's just free access to make your blackwing assault dragon. So this just helps you turbo out this guy faster. Some people play 3 of this. I just like to play 1 or 2 because like I don't want to break on this card. Same thing with this. Like I almost made this a 3 of, but like 2's fine. Double Kaiju, like I said last time, good going second card, and it's a small world bridge. The new card I threw in with DD Crow. One thing about DD Crow I really like is it's pretty good into this format right now. With Unchained picking up in popularity, hitting the blue dog, the new blue dog, the Shiyama, or target and banish the traps in grave, or the new link to the Yama, banishing those is really rough against Unchained players, so I like to have that on hand. I only play 1 because you can actually search this through Small World, which is really cool. I would just like side the other 2 against that matchup. Spells, this is just maximum consistency. If you want to go a little more budget route, you can play Aurora Darkness instead of this. But this is just really good. I like this over Prosperity because your extra deck's kind of tight. And this searches just about any card in your deck. Best card in the deck. This card's like really good. Helps you extend your synchro plays. You need to play this ratio. This is like a mandatory ratio here. You don't need 3 of this, just 2.
Oh, you're playing Edison.
Yeah, I know, right? When I played this like the first weekend at a modern tournament, I activated this. Somebody said, "What the fuck is that black whirlwind?" I was like, "Yeah, bro." So this isn't Edison. I'm like, "Yeah, I know." One of the trap. I did play 2 at first, like a while back. 2's a good because this card can be an extender in your hand if you control 2 blackwing monsters. But it's a branded in red if you have it set for a disruption. If you're on a budget, you can play 2 or 3 of this. Because like I said, it's a good extender. It can be activated in the hand to synchro summon. But you only need 1 if you get everything you need. And then you guys already know 3 tactics, 3 evenly. I wanted to like change this up, though. Like these cards are too good not to play, especially in the format we're in. Like not a lot of people respect evenly. I played Greek Assemblon like 3 times in the past times I've played tournaments, and it's just like, where's your spell trap negations at, boy? And I just like evenly them, and it's like wipes your entire board. I'm like, alright, cool.
Especially with how, like, I feel like with the game, how it's going right now, the boards are so crazy. Evenly is not a bad main deck.
No, and it's not even once per turn. Like if you open 2 of these, it's just good. Against a big negation board, you open 2 of these, you're like, oh man. Or 3 of these, it's just like, oh boy, it's just like you're about to wipe their shit. And Tactics is a good card. I really like playing Tactics against decks that can lose hard to nib. Because early on in the game, if your opponent Ash Blossoms you and you have this and you still have gas in your hand, you just say, Tactics, let me see your hand. And you'll either rip the nib out of their hand or you just rip some engine piece, and it just makes your board even better. Yeah, that's it for that. Extra deck. So 2 of each of these. I think you should play 2 of these for the grind. I find myself banishing 1 of each of these off Prosperity sometimes if I need to, but you always want to at least have 1 of each of these. These cards are very important for combo and for making this, which you play 2 of. I wouldn't go any less than 2 because you make 2 so easy in this deck. And for anybody that's never played Blackwing before, why do I say you need these to make this? You can make this on field. You just have to use like this as a tuner. But if you have both of these on field or grave, you can banish them to summon this straight from the deck. It's just easy access to summon this. So 1 to make normally, and the other just by banishing these 2. So in the future, I might try playing 3, but I decided to play something else instead of the 3rd. Silverwind, you usually just make this through the trap. The Thung, good for going in the time, gives you another normal summon. Armor Master, some people forget about this card. Forget it's unaffected by card effects. I played the 2 level 7s. I think these cards are really good in the grind. This is good for breaking boards, but this is also good too as an extender. I think there's just good grind cards to have. I always want to have access to level 7. I could play one over the other, but if I do that, I feel like I would end up missing one of them. Then my generic stuff, Draco Berserker. This is the Spice card. So Void Ogre Dragon is another level 8. Decided to play in the deck because sometimes you want to go into another level 8. This card is a spell or trap negate if you have no cards in hand, which is not bad because if you run into situations where your inboard has you with nothing in your hand and you have this, it's live. In the grind, it's live because you'll run out of cards in your hand. So it's an oldie and a goldie. Somebody at a YCS actually played this, and I was like, yo, somebody actually played it. I thought I was the only one with the brain thinking of this card being good. The spatter, you make it really easy. You can actually, you use this in combo of making 3 Blackman Assault Dragons because it's like you banish these cards to make your second, and then like you use this and bring back the other ones, and you're able to just somehow make another one. And then probably my favorite card in this deck. Just being able to negate evenly or dark ruler, stuff like that, it's just like crazy.
And for those that didn't watch the last video, go ahead and explain how you negate it again.
You don't. No, I'm just kidding. You do. So your inboard is going to be like probably a bunch of other monsters on the field plus this, but you'll have this set. So the rolling with Dark Ruler is your opponent can't respond to Dark Ruler with monster effects. So if you chain this to the activation of Dark Ruler, you can chain this guy to target and negate Dark Ruler because you're not responding to Dark Ruler with this card, you're responding to it with the trap. So you successfully negate Dark Ruler for that reason. So yeah, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss is like my favorite card. I try to make as much as possible, especially if I know the matchup. Going into games 2 and 3 are the best because you know they're going to have that card. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I am going to bring this deck to another tournament probably next weekend. Like I told you guys, so I'll give you an update on how this deck did. I didn't make a whole lot of changes just because the way I had the deck before I think is pretty much perfectly set for the format. If you guys got any questions or anything like that, just leave a comment down below and we'll get to you as quick as we can.
Alright, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.